great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me pregame, one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Red Raiders offense will have the opening possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. And he'll be matched up on the other side with another guy who's one of the most productive running backs in the game. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did. Set.
There's a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It really is no mystery. And Reese, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making his presence felt. He just has such great vision and contact balance. And, David, they are going to continue to give him the football until you prove you can stop him.
Yeah, and so the defense is going to have to do something about it. And I know it's early, and that's just one run. But how much are they going to have to commit more people to the box? And they're just going to have to play physical and realize everybody's got a game tackle. This guy is good, man. And so I look forward to this defense trying to find some answers to stop this great running back.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Firing to the right, complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Sticky. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking to pass. It's Hammond. That's reeled in. It's Dickey. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Moving out to the right. Thanks to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running inside. It's Dickey. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does, and I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run inside. It's Williams. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Hammond. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Hawkins. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened.
Makes the catch, and he's free. How about... Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job on the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Carter. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run with Joyner. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Holly Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing.
Number 95 sets to kick this one.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. Makes it past the marker. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. Throwing, Hawkins. Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 4 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Wolfpack, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Lubbock. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Mountaineers head coach. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Michael Hawkins. Here comes the heat.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll try to run for it. Running into the open space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. And not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. Need some good things to happen, and right out of the gate in the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just a poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. To the air, it's Hammond. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Dickey. Squeezes ahead for a couple, they'll get it out to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. On the move is the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Williams open on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Might have a chance. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Tight end now in motion. To the air. It's Hammond. Got a man. It's Johnson.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The run inside. It's Cook. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Hawkins. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Hawkins. Fires on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Epps. Into the secondary on the right. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's a heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Epps. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. This quarterback part of their running game. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Fourth down, Hawkins. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Makes the catch.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Gives it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Could be an alley. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Eakin. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking for space. It's Sticky. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Back to throw, it's Francis. Got his man on the right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's looking to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. An 84-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Michael Hawkins. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the right side. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. Unleashes it on the run. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Here's Joyner to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, dude.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese.